Right, you need to go to the App Store or you need to go to Google Play and you need to download the Race Tech Toolkit by Graham Vincent. So on my phone, on the left-hand column, it's the one in the middle with the blue R and the spanner. Once you've downloaded it, open it up, you get this front menu. Bottom right-hand corner, it says Settings. You have to put in an API key. I've already entered mine, which is just this number here. So I will provide you with as many as you need. I'll probably do 10 or something like that. And then each person puts in their own individual key. And then they obviously type in their own name. So I've typed my name in there. Once you've done that, you hit the check key and it comes up saying the key is valid and it's for the Salty Sea Dog Triathlon and Swim Series on the 8th of June. So that's all good. Blue arrow, top left-hand corner, just below the time there. That takes you back to the front menu. In the middle column at the bottom, you've got registration. Click on the registration box. And what we're going to do is we're going to start to assign race numbers for the triathlon. So if we go to the third box down, assign race numbers, click on there. Now at the moment, I've got the triathlon and the swims all loaded in, just so you can see the information. So the little blue cartwheel in the top right hand corner, the settings, it may be that you can only see 50 people or something like that. If you go to that settings number, you can then make the size of the list to whatever you want. I normally set mine to 1,000 because we rarely get races of more than 1,000 in. But if I put that to 200, if yours says 50, just change that to 200. And then also, as you go down here, you can change it. So what happens when you tap on something? So the best thing to do when you tap on it is you just want to view it. So it's good to have it on view and then list the sort order. I like to do it by last name. I like to see the everything in alphabetical order, but you could do it by race number. If we change that to race number, that would work absolutely fine as well. I'm going to leave it on last name for now. It's entirely up to you. It doesn't really matter. So once you've done that, blue arrow at the top, take you back to the main menu, take you back to the previous menu. So as we look at this now, if I scroll up and down, I've got everybody that's in any of the races listed here. And as you can see, Heather Appen at the top there, she's been allocated a dummy number of 2001 for the swim. So that means she's in the 2.5 kilometer swim. That's why it's a 2000 number. And you can see in red, it says 2.5 kilometer 200s. That means that when that comes up, you know she's in the 2.5 kilometer race and you're going to allocate her a bib or a fictitious chip number in the range of 200s. So if I go into there like that now, I could give her bib 201. Okay, I'm not going to do it, but all I would do is click save. That would change her number from 2001 to 201. She's now live. She's in the race. I'm going to cancel that. Okay, Sam Arnold, you can see that he's in the sprint try. It's got the date of birth on there as well as a security check in case you need it. Keith Bailey, he's in the 5 kilometer swim and it's got 500, so you know that you're going to give him a bib number 500 and upwards. Faye is in the 2.5, Mark is in the 3.8, and so on. And if I go down here, you can see that Stephen Bailey in the pink is in the super sprint try, and you can see that Stu Bailey above him is in the sprint try. Okay, so that's all quite straightforward. What I'm going to do on my laptop now is I'm just going to remove the swims. Okay, so if I just come back out of that, and I'm just going to quickly resync on the laptop, because obviously when you're doing the allocation for the triathlon, you don't really want all that information on there. So hopefully now, if it's updated, no, it hasn't yet. It will do in a second. It just takes a few moments. I'm just going to click that button again, and that just refreshes it. If I go back in there now, there we are. So now I've only got the triathlons. All the swims have come out of it. In theory, you don't want to open swim registration until the triathlon's finished or close to finishing. Okay, so now we've only got the 83 people that have entered for the triathlon. Pink guys are in super sprint try, blue guys are in the sprint try. So if we look at someone down here, we've got a Lewis Dale down there. So I can literally just scroll up and down for those looking for it. But if I go into there and I type in Dale, or start to type in Dale, as soon as I see his name come up, there he is, Lewis Dale, I click on him. It comes up to assign a race number. Whatever the first chip is out of the box, that's what I will give him. If he's the very first person to arrive on that day, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to give him chip number 801. I'm going to give him bike and bib number 1, because 801 is number 1, and I'm going to press save. Obviously I'm not going to do it here. Okay, and then if I click on that search box and hit the little X at the end, that will clear that out. And if I just look for someone else down here, we've got Elliot there, I can see. So the next person comes in. What's your surname, please? Elliot. So start typing it. Alistair Elliot, yeah, that's me. Can I just check your date of birth? 2nd of December 1974. Brilliant. You're in the sprint trial. You happy with that? Yeah, that's fine. Click on him. Next chip I've taken out. Somebody's taken 2. The next one there is, someone's taken 802. Next one there is 803. I'll take 803. Press save. He now has chip 803, and I'm going to give him bib and byte number 3 to match it. Okay, again, I'll just cancel it for now. Click on the search box, X. It's all cancelled. If somebody wants to change distance, allocate them the chip first. So Sam Arnold comes in and say, hi Sam, you're down for the sprint try, is that okay? Oh, I'd rather do the super sprint. Okay, let me give you a chip first. So I'll click onto him. Next one out of the box is 805. Click save. Okay, so I've now gone back into Sam Arnold. Let's pretend I've saved him. If I then come out of there, go to view and edit entries, I go into Sam Arnold, which will have his chip number in there of 805. I click on there and you can see his information. If I click Sprint June, I can click on that and I can choose Super Sprint, and it's now changed to Super Sprint. So I come back out. Okay, it won't update on here because it's got to come into my laptop and then come back. But if you click on it, you will see he's now on Super Sprint. So that amendment will be made. It just takes maybe a minute or so for it to go up to the cloud, into my laptop, back up and come back down. I'll obviously just change him back now because we don't want to actually change him. So that's how you do the edit. As I said in my email, it's probably much simpler just to write it down on a bit of paper. Don't worry about doing the amendments while you're on registration, and then Will Trippett can come along and do them for you. He can show you how to do them, or he can take a picture of the paper list and he just sends it through to me and I can do it on the laptop. So we've got a couple of ways of doing that. So it really is very, very quick to allocate numbers. If we go back to the front screen, new entry. So let's do a dummy new entry here. So I click on that, click event. Do you want to do the sprint or the super sprint, sir? I'd like to do the super sprint. Okay, you go into the super sprint. I take the next chip out of it. So if you've set aside the 61 for the day entries, it might be that you've got chip 934 is the one you pick up. So you type in 934. You give them bike and bib number 134 because that obviously matches. You put in their first name. So we'll put in good old Joe Bloggs. Put in his gender. Are you male? I certainly am. Are you female? I might be. If they're not male or female, just put them in the open category. What I will do when the race is started, I will change everybody who is male to the open category because obviously for triathlons, that's what it's meant to be, okay? But I think for registration, just to do male and female just keeps it nice and simple to begin with, all right? So he's male. Age. Obviously with triathlon, it does their age category on their age on the 31st of December. So all you need to do here is just put their age in. So how old are you today? I'm 46. Type in 46. Are you part of a club? If you tap on there, I don't think you've put clubs in. I'm pretty sure you haven't given me any clubs. So what I'll do is I'll take that out because nobody in the race has got their club information. So all you will have is just those top ones, save and close. If I now went to assign race numbers and I typed in Bloggs, there he is, Joe Blogged, and there's his information. Okay, if I wanted to give him a new number, I would just go in there and do it, but you can see he's in the list. If you've made a typo on him, like I've spelt his name wrong there, I've put D on the end, you go into view and edit entries, type in the name. So in this case I'll type in Joe. There he is, Joe Blogged. That should have been Joe Bloggs. So I just click on his name, his surname of Blogged, and I can take that out and I can put the S in and I can go OK, and it's then saved. Okay, and it's actually changed that bit straight away, which is quite good. So that's it really. So it's new entries at the top there. When we do the swim and you click on that, rather than having the sprint and the super sprint, you will have the 5k 3.8 2.5 swim, so you can choose the right event for new entries. Allocate the chip number, or in the swim you give them a 200, a 300 or a 500 fictitious number, and then first name, last name, gender, age. We won't bother with club, I'll take that out. Okay, that is basically it. It is that simple. View and edit, you can go into anybody in there, you can like search them like that. So we've got Stephen Colley there. So if I type in Colley, there he is, go in there, you can change his race number if you wanted to, and change his Christian name, surname, the event he's in, gender, age, and so on. Okay, it's all very, very simple. Hopefully that will help, and we will go into how we're going to time the swim in a different video. I'll do that one tomorrow. Thank you.